It's Shemaine from Creatively Shemaine. I am back and I am all tilted. Sorry. um, it's been a long while. Life just totally took over. Coming back from Nashville market, I lost a dog. The divorce went this way, that way, and finally we signed in April, mid-April. Got some surprises along the way after that. Let's see. Took a mental health trip up to Michigan to see one aunt and cousin and his family. First time I've been to Michigan, loved it. Stopped at a friend's house in around Central PA and drove down to the very edge of Maryland, top edge. Saw my cousin, went into PA, saw her brother and my aunts, went down into Maryland, stayed with one of my mom's friends. We had a great visit. Then down to Georgia to see, my cat is trying to make its way, my cousin I haven't seen in ages that I Zoom with and cross stitch. And we had a great time. I so nerded out with her two older young adult sons. Don't mind my nails today. One brought out all his Transformers, and I loved the Transformer show cartoon when I was younger. That's what kind of started us growing, and wow, did he have, I've never seen someone with so many Transformers in my life. And then the other son is into Minecraft and Legos too, and he has some fantastic Star Wars ones, a Halo one, and so I was actually photographing some of both. You might see some of my photographs on my Instagram. You might actually get to see my kitties today. They're trying to figure out how to get to me with everything that's in front. And then drove. My companion on this trip, you might end up seeing him out the window. You'll definitely hear him. Is my new dog Gunny, who an older couple had, and he had no manners, did not know how to sit. He's almost up to my hips, and he thought greeting you was putting his paws on your shoulders, and I was worried they'd end up hurt, and we connected, so I took Gunny. I renamed him Gunny. They said they didn't name him, but they actually did with the name Goober, so I just stuck with the G sound and went with Gunny, the Marine Corps Gunny kind of deal. And he was after training, I had him 3 days before I left on my trip, so he came with me, and my other dog Aston stayed with my daughter. And he was actually really good. I mean, everyone allowed me to have him with me instead of handling him when I got there. And yeah, he just did really good and won over some people for such a big dog. The 12-hour ride, I decided to back from Georgia. It was 12 hours, a couple rests, and every time I went into rest mode, he went into guard mode, and which didn't work because he barked at everybody. So it was a little rough on the way back. And the day I got back, my friend asked me to go out with her, be her wing girl. And she was going through a rough divorce, so I said sure. And we went to swim club I never go to, and 3 days later, thinking I had allergies, we were both up at 3 a.m. She's like, "What are you doing?" and calls me, and I'm like, "Wow, you sound bad." And she goes, "Really?" She's like, "What's up with you?" And so, being a nurse practitioner, she had a test on hand and took it, and sure enough, we both had COVID. So that's number 2 since January. And then Beginning of July, I have started feeling bad, and I really didn't do anything or go anywhere. So I wasn't, again, thinking allergies. And then the tickle went into my throat, and I was like, oh no, 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 there's no way. I text her, I text my other nurse practitioner friend, is it possible? It's possible. And sure enough, I read something a couple days later that it's even more possible to get it a third time in less time. So trying to live life and be careful with my autoimmune, which is hard because I'm working an extra job to just bring in some extra cash right now. And we're in a music festival, and so there are a lot of people. Pray for me. Let me show you Atlas, because I think he might actually let me hold him. This is beautiful Atlas. Say hi, Atlas. Say hi. He usually does not let you hold him for more than a few minutes. I'm never more than 2. See, he's already pushing, but he's like, the dogs have not been letting me get my attention. Say hi. Come here. You want to come here, Bakes? Baker's like, what? He's getting held? What about me? Come here, Baker. Come here. Where are you going in? You guys say hi. This is Baker. Too pretty to be a boy cat, but he is. Thank you for the licks, Baker. Say hi with my Hitler mustache. Yes, I know. This is my love bug that will just stay right here if I let him. Okay, maybe not today. So, and of course the 2 dogs are outside, or I probably would not get this done. I'm gonna be flying by the seat of my pants, and I am still, because of the 3 COVIDs and Nashville, my trip, trying to get everything where it needs to be. It's getting there. I'm excited. I'm back to working between my online shop, which I'll tell you more about. Let me know. I can go through all my charts since I went to Nashville, it will have to be a separate Flosstube, because I have a lot that I hadn't got online yet. And I have a quilt. I got hair in my mouth now, sorry. Quilting long arm business. So that goes along with that, and I have my photography business, which is getting revamped also. But life's been good, God's been good. Let's get started. I actually have not been stitching up until about 4 days ago. I got back to my mojo got back. So I will start with what I have done over the past couple days. And that would be, I started because I knew it would be to help me get my mojo back. It's one I love to work on. Me and, wow, her name just flew right out of my head, and it's going to come right back. Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives are doing this together, and it's the, I'm going to pull it out, but I don't think I have the main one up front, but I can take care of that real quick. It is Knights Templar. I keep it actually, the sheet I need from Long Dog Sampler up front. So there you go. This is just a great stitch. I'm not even going to try and put that back in yet. I just get into the zone, and yeah, it's fantastic. The needle miner I made myself, and I've not been able to find the thing I used, or I'd have this in my shop too. But this is where I'm at. I basically have in the last couple days filled in from here down and in this little portion up top. Red is not the only color I'm using. I am going to actually fill in like the dragons and the nights with these colors. So it'll look like with these. This one is a black metallic. This is kind of a grayish black metallic. And where's the silver? And then there's the just plain silver. So I'm really excited. The bag is from Cricut. I just lost it. Wait a minute. She has a, nope. Cricut. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be fun today with my fiber brain is going to kick in. But I love her bags. I will put a link. They are so well made and so fantastic. And I just love using them. I have stuff to make my own bags, but have not got around to that yet. My sewing machine is not even up. Although I'm the trip back from Nashville, I stopped. So in Nashville, I had a fantastic time for numerous reasons. Everyone I got to meet, wow, man, like Nicola from Hands Across the Sea, Country Stitchers, Bobby and me got together, made some newer ones, and just enjoyed everything. Got to talk great with Jeanette Douglas and her husband. Dirty Annie's I fell in love with. Met Elma. Oh wow, just it was incredible. And so I was in the Marines at boot camp. My bunkmate, well, I should say my bunkmate, because I had the top bunk. I had written to my mom that if I didn't make it home, it was due to my bunkmate. That if anything could happen physically with her, it did. Like we have foot lockers, and the lids sit up. When they're open, sit like this. When I was digging in mine, next thing I know, she knocked it into my head. The fact I didn't end up with a concussion is crazy. Come around the corner with our rifles, having put them up on we would lock them up on the racks. She elbowed me right in the eye, like just anything and everything. It was but she was fantastically sweet. And as soon as Facebook, wow, not even as soon as Facebook, but eventually on Facebook, we became friends again. And I wish something like that had existed when we got out of boot camp, but it didn't. So we hooked back up, and I was like, hey, I looked where she was. I knew she was in the area, and I was like, guess who's coming guess where I'm going? And she goes, Nashville. I was like, close. I was like, Franklin. Right, like she lives 30 minutes there. So we got together twice and had a great time. Reconnected. That was just a total blessing. But on the way home, I stopped in Orange, which is right next to Port Arthur in Texas, near Houston. That's still 7 hours from me. And spent the night with my best friend from boot camp, who actually, a good portion of boot camp, we didn't actually like each other. We thought the other one was a witch. Turns out we were both the type to sit back and watch and then reach out. So when we found out we were going to the same jobs, which is called MOS school, for a job, we started talking more and really connected. So this is my best friend through school and everything. And we've, off and on, even before Facebook, would reconnect at times. And so I stayed with her, Had a great time, great night catching up with her. But while I was waiting for her to get off work, I found a quilt shop in Port Arthur and drove into Port Arthur. And for my business, I bought a Janome industrial straight stitch machine, and I'm so excited to really put it to use in my business, doing t-shirt quilts and memory quilts and just getting that going, which is where that sort is supposed to be going. But I also got a really good deal on a Brother embroidery machine for my daughter. She'd been wanting just an embroidery machine for different ideas in her brain, and I was like, I got a really good deal. I could not, but I spent a lot of money. I probably shouldn't have, but I will make it back. It's all good. So, did not do any cross stitching in Nashville, by the way. By the time I got back to the room at night, I was done. So, anyway, I caught you back up with Knights Templar, which both me and Bobby happened without talking to bring to hopefully sit and stitch together, and weren't able to. We tried it, just didn't stitch. I will set that right here. And then you might recognize, I will be back in a second. Well, I'm back. That was my ex. Believe it or not, we are still dealing with military stuff that has to do with our divorce, but we are amicable, and that is a good thing for our kids. But back to this, you may recognize this from the Fat Quarter Shop's last year's Halloween mystery set. I did not finish it. Sadly, I was making good headway and had not finished it, and I'm determined to finish it this year. So I actually started by picking out the lower half of the outline that I had already done, because nothing seemed to be working out right with it. Still feel like I'm having some issues with, but everything I counts right. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. But this is what I have done so far, and there's their bling. And I did that whole black outline at the bottom so far since, what was yesterday, Sunday? So Saturday morning, I was spent picking it and started the outline again in the afternoon. So about noon I started, and that's what I had finished by last night. So I'm excited, it's coming. I really only have the house to finish, the ghost that's in the doorway, and the fence that comes off, and I believe it will be done. I'm like, yay, a finish coming. I am so thrilled, because I have a lot in my wood pile, which we may do it before I get started. Maybe that will be, let me know if you're interested. I can do another width parade. I haven't done one since January. On my horizon, I got kitted up before I went into no man's land. So I'm doing my bedroom with a French kind of theme. And this had been on my wish list forever, watching Deb from Country Stitchers, and then with the theme my bedroom went, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect cross stitch for it. So I ordered kitted up from 123 Stitch, J. Legere, 1898. And I am so excited to do this. Like I said, I kitted it up. It was kitted up. I need to actually make sure, because I can't remember, it's been so long, that I got all. Did I start it? I think I started it. I don't remember starting it, but I did. Sorry. Trying to see if I have what this is on. I don't know that I used the call for fabric though. I might have, because normally when I buy my own from like the Tinsman's Wife, I leave the paper either in or on, and since I don't see a paper, This is the fabric. If I can find out what it is, I will let you know. But that is my start on it. So pretty. I'm just so excited. And my bag from, this one was from Little Boat 88, the first time I have ordered from her. And she was fantastic also. I love how much she stitched across the tops. And it's kitties, of course. Oh my gosh, look at him, all grumpy because he got wet. I have actually had some kitties that like water. Cannot say these two are them. We tried to bathe Atlas when he was a kitten, and I got my ear scratched because of him. He pretty much climbed up my shoulder and pushed off, and yeah, not cool. Actually, these I think I also picked because I either accomplished something and you haven't seen it since, or yeah. So, Oh Joyous Day from Blackbird Designs. This one is very special. This is my stitch. If you haven't been with me, my mom passed last year, March of 2021, the day before my birthday. And so this is a song she would like. So Oh Joyous Day is, she always sang in the choir, and to me it's just my mom wrapped up. So when I'm thinking about her, or it's one of her special days, I try and work on it. I have not gotten very far. Between surgery last year and all the dog losses and divorce and the move, but it's about to really, I'm going to be hitting it more because I've learned through Grief Share, which is what I got a church-based program. Second year can be actually harder than the first because you realize that person is not there when a lot of stuff comes around. And to be honest, for me, having done a lot of the, let's see, front work, a lot of the, I was my mom's POA, so I did a lot of the stuff as she was getting ready to pass, and then the memorial, and actually while I was, just worked out perfect while I was home with my aunts, that her ashes had returned during my aunt's move, and they had planned on going to carry out what she wanted done with her ashes. And so I did that with them, and it was actually really good day for us doing that for my mom. And I got to see my grandfather's grave and visit, and yeah, it was a great thing. So this, I'm looking to see if so this is Vintage Bisque is the fabric. 32 count. I'm doing 32 counts, and these are the threads. And I have a friend, and I'll go more into her, who gave me this bling last year in 2021 for my birthday, and I love it. It's that bling, kind of bling. I'm more a needle thread. I mean, I love it, but I don't have a shop around here, so I don't tend to get that kind of bling too often. Working on it, maybe learning how to do it, to go along with my needle minders that I make, which will also be on my shop, by the way. I cannot show you the ones I have because I'm not sure where they're here. They're in a box waiting to be, because I like to hang them. They're on these metal plaques, things I got from Hobby Lobby, and I love to hang them. And I have to apologize for rubbing my nose, my lip. from that surgery in 2021, my lip is still numb. April 2021, and it's still numb. It's that almost not numb from the dentist feeling. And then sometimes it affects my lower nose too, like right up through there. And it, pray, good thoughts, whatever, that I get it all back and it stops. Because it would be so nice. I mean, it's not terrible. They literally took a mass out of my nasal cavity and didn't mess up my eye nerves or my carotid. So what am I? I'm not going to complain. This, I don't have the chart because there's no, I'd have to show you the chart. This is another little boats, the Christmas dinosaurs. I just absolutely love them. I have always been into dinosaurs. I can remember since coloring them in grade school. I'm kind of a science nerd, kind of like earth science kind of nerd. Rocks, dinosaurs, yeah. So this is a Star Wars. You may have seen it. I got it on Etsy. It is some Star Wars, including Darth Vader characters in ugly Christmas sweaters. And it is for my daughter's boyfriend. And unfortunately, I didn't get it done for him last year, but it is going to be done this year. And the fabric is my own. It's hand painted, not dyed. This one is not dyed. And there is what I got done on Darth Vader. So I like that it kind of looks skyish, maybe even a little spacey. And these are the colors. So you can see some of the ugly for the Christmas sweater in there. I guess the black is, where is the black? Oh, I've used quite a bit of the black, so, and there we go. Of course, the white is for the stormtroopers, and yes, a stormtrooper in an ugly Christmas sweater. It is adorable, and I will have to put the shop down because I cannot remember, it's been that long. But the minute I saw it, I knew I had to do it for him for Christmas. So that is that. And actually, it's a very fun stitch. It goes very quick when I get down to it. Just sometimes it disappears and I don't see it and I don't think about it. So I need to put it on, yeah, I might need a planner. I've been thinking about that myself. So my friend, I made a friend online. We both were like, we don't have anyone, like da da da. I was like, I'll be your friend, let's Zoom. Thinking I'm making a friend across country or something. And we get on a Zoom together and start chatting. And she says something about football on a Friday night, or like her spouse was there. And I was like, where are you located? And she was like, Odessa, Texas. And I just started laughing. I'm like, I'm in San Angelo, Texas. We're like 2 hours, 2.5 hours apart. And our football teams are actually, high school football teams are rivals. If you know anything about Texas football, if they're rivals, it can get pretty petty. That was fun. And so we get together every so often. Last year it was more, her husband was coming to San Angelo, so we were using him to exchange our stuff. And this time though, I made it, and I'm sorry if I'm shaking that. I'm not used to it being so unsteady. I went to Midland about, actually, I want to say around our birthdays in March time frame. Before my trip, and it might have been before Mother's Day actually, when we finally got together. And she gave me this bag she made. Isn't it pretty? I love the arrows and stuff and the colors. Not usually a pink, but this is a nice pink. Let me take out what I got in there. Oh shoot. Well, I thought I had the box from, oh, there it is. Okay. And then she gave me plenty of bling. So we got I love birds. She knows I like birds. I photograph birds. That's not my actual photography business, but I go out and do that. And then the Peter Rabbit one is awesome. I think that, or is that Beatrix Potter? That's a good question. I'm gonna have to look that one up closer. But they are so adorable. And I need to put them on stuff now. She gave me this adorable, I love tea and teacups. I'm not a coffee drinker. And she gave me this amazing box from Schwach. Yeah, she just gave me a box. No. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I was thrilled. I don't even want to take it out. I just want to display it like this. But I will eventually use everything. So, we had a great visit. We ate dinner. We were there forever, eating dinner, talking. And then we went to a coffee shop that I did not know about in the town she lives in. And it was fantastic. And we visited recently too. I might have to talk about that because I think I got some stuff there that, yeah. Where did that come from? That's a good question. I can't remember if she gave me the... No, I think I ordered that. So I was visiting with my cousin. My cousin is fantastic at needlework and has studied quite a bit through EGA. And she started teaching me about white work. This has black, but that was so I could see what we were doing. And we made me this little, and she fantastic made me this little kit while I was there to work on these projects. And that is what is in this bag, because I had it with me and I could keep everything away. Okay. God, I don't even know where to start. Next. So let's go with my cousin a little bit more. We went, and I'll have to show you another time. Y'all can ask me to see it, so I'll remember. I found a quilt hutch for an amazing price while I was there. Picked it up. Before I left my aunt's house, I got an antique Martha Washington knitting cabinet from my aunt's that she was going to sell, so I bought it. She wanted to sell her sewing machine, Singer sewing machine, because she didn't have room for it in a cabinet, and it's behind me with all this stuff on it, and I will show it to you when I get it up and set with nothing on it. Was an amazing find and buy. Thank you, Aunt April. I have 6 aunts and kind of do that, so my apologies. So my cousin doesn't get out much because she has a couple autoimmune issues going, and she got COVID this year and it really took her down, but she was feeling somewhat better by the time I got to see her. So we went out. We were going to hit a Goodwill, and that one was closed. And this one, big one, that was in Macon, Georgia. So we're headed home, and I was like, oh, there's an antique shop right there. Should we stop? One, it was in a little sketchy area, so we were kind of like, but I was like, nah, it's fine. Let's go. Wow. That's where I found my pie safe, by the way. And we didn't even get all the way through because it was so late in the day. And the lady was like, normally I would just let you keep going, but I have my grandbaby's baseball game, first baseball game. We were like, no problem. One, it was very hot, and we were both probably getting dehydrated beyond what we should have been. So, but she found this this part she found in a Goodwill that we'd been at earlier. And we went through, and she took what she wanted and gave me what was left. But in the last shop, we found this this one lady had these bins of just embroidery, and I'm gonna try not and take it out with white work, which of course I'm gonna have to take it out because that's just too shiny. Sorry. Gorgeous white work. Sorry. There was actually 4 of these, and I gave, because I'm not going to use them on the table, heck no. So I gave 2 to my cousin, and they're just gorgeous work, if you could see that. And then there was just a normal little, oh no, this was not normal little, sorry. This was amazing. Look at that embroidery. Precious. Just, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but it is gorgeous. It might hit the back of another pillow with cross stitch, or yeah, I don't know. I had been collecting some to do a quilt with, but I don't know if that's still on my agenda or not. We shall see. And then this absolutely gorgeous tablecloth. I don't think it was a runner. I think it's a tablecloth. That we believe, from looking at it, parts of it are done machine and parts might be by hand. But for the price, it was just gorgeous. It, like, I just was like studying, and it's something I would actually still use if I had that kind of dining room table, but I don't, because I don't have room for a big dining room table. And I will figure out something with that too. It's one of the things I love to do, is figure out reuses or how to do something to show it off. Okay, what else is in here? Was in here? Some of these, there was a lot of paper charts and waste canvas, which I actually like to do as just regular little ornaments now. So the Americana one I really love. The witch, well, actually all 4 on the fronts. Really wasn't into the teddy bears as far as the angel or the Valentine's one, but the 2 at the bottom were really cute. And these ones also. And usually when I translate them from waste canvas to an ornament, they come out smaller than they would on a t-shirt. So, and this is a Vanessa Ann collection, Jolly Old Saint Nick, and I love Santas. I do Santas and snowmen. And then I have a religious Christian themed tree if I have room. It depends on what year what I do. And then this, I do Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I really love Mrs. Claus, to be honest. So there's that. There's a good find. Some waste canvas that I might use for something. I don't know. There's cherished teddies, and I'm not sure why I grabbed the cherished teddies, because I don't really do the cherished teddies. I have some I'm going to put on my website as used charts, and maybe that's why I have them, to add to the ones I already have. Although there is a one right there. Oh my gosh, isn't she cute? Some more paper charts and some more waste canvas ones. So that was that. So that was, I mean, she got some really great finds in there too. What is this? Anyhow, oh, okay. I saved. Okay, I know what's in that. Okay, let me get these out of my way. I want to show you some other stitching. These were done by my stepsisters. This one needs to be reframed. They hung for a long time in different houses as we moved. It was perfect because we were in Japan. So they hung for 3 years in Japan. I don't know that they made the second trip back. I think they were in storage, which is why this frame, I think, got messed up between the heat and, which it was not supposed to be in heat, but it was. So there was this one. Fantastic cross stitch work, look. And then this one. Try and work with that glare coming out. There we go. My blind, it fell off while we were painting, so I have to figure out where one piece went so I can block out the glare. I've been doing the Seda needlework as I go into my Goodwills and stuff, and I found this one. As for me and my house, we would serve the Lord. So I picked that one up. Not sure how old. I mean, the back's pretty. Well, nope, duh. It says 99 on it. Then I found this one, which is one of those painted ones, and I thought I would just take out and use the piece that was cross-stitched. But the more I look at it around, the more I actually like it in a whole. So, but I'll put the cross-stitch part up so you can see how gorgeous. And again, someone did write a date, $3.89. It was from Michael's. And yeah, that cost me $11.99. If it wasn't a pink date, it would have been less. I have more, like some are in frames, so I think they're in my other room at the moment. Nope, this is a drawing. I like artwork also, so I always keep an eye out, and I love this one. Being in Texas, and my son works actually on the wind turbines. I got a kit, a butterfly kit. Pushing the table. Hummingbirds. And the funny part was in Georgia, and I thought I said it out here, it might be hiding, a little snowman. I found a kit in the Goodwill in Georgia that said, home sweet home, Texas one, I believe. My cousin's like, what? How did you just do that? Ladybugs, I've always loved ladybugs. I was that little girl who chased her friends with bugs or worms. Yes, I was. I was that little Tom girl. Okie dokie. That is that. I thought I'd share some of my other finds and haul. I got online Sisters Blackbird designs. Of course, Blackbird's one of my favorite designers. So is Beck Creek and Lighthouses. I was born in Atlantic City, and we didn't move away from the beach till right before first grade, so I have a lot of great memories, plus going back and forth. So, and this is Animal Arches. The first Bent Creek I did made me fall in love with Bent Creek. It was such a joyful stitch. This is from Heartstrings, an alphabet of memories, so I can use the alphabet in different ways. Very pretty. Heartstrings. Another Bent Creek with a bird. This one is Plumberry Sampler. Sorry if you hear my dog. He is definitely let everybody know. This is one of my bags from I'm looking at the little, so when she sends them, her name is, there it is, So Much to Love. She sends these little packets with her order, and packages it so pretty. Of course, there's my tea. Different teas, Earl Grey, Oolong, and then birds, and there's birds. So fantastic. So while me and my cousin were in one of those Goodwills, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, perfect for a Christmas stitch. Can you not just see this cross stitch right there? And it was 99 cents. 99 cents. You couldn't beat it. I was like, it's mine. So, put that down there. While I may not have been stitching, I was definitely buying some stitching when I was not feeling good. So, climbing the trellis from Blackbird. I was constantly surfing eBay when I was not feeling good. Or Etsy. Another so too much. Wow. I will put her shop down. Okay, this fabric, if you do not know, I'm going to grab it out so you can get a better look, is called the Ghastlies. It's kind of a take off of the Addams Family in fabric. They are fantastic. I love their fabric. I've loved it since I was working at a quilt shop. I collect this fabric when I can get my hands on it. This was their like Valentine themed fabric. And there's a whole story that goes with this family, the Ghastlies. So if you have not, check it out. They are amazing. Save this to use for stitching. I will be doing some quilting, showing quilt. So if you quilters, stay tuned, because the end will have, in a little bit, we'll have the quilting heartstring sampler. This one is Festive Little Fobs Seaside Edition. The cool part is my bathroom here, which my daughter thinks is too blue, had little corner tiles that are dolphins and these little wooden boats. Can't quite figure out. Maybe I'll put a picture what the purpose of them totally is. But so obviously my guest bathroom is totally seaside themed and I love it. I went into some shops like in Michigan with my other aunts, which is where I got this stuff. This is called Sweet Treats Ball Jar Lid for Halloween. I had to have him. Oh my gosh. Is he not adorable? What are you doing, Baker? Baker. He's playing with that empty bag that ended up on the floor somehow. And Atlas is like, no. These are buttons. Pink, blue, vintage sew-through buttons. And I just couldn't resist them. They will end up on the project somewhere. And I'm into red and white quilts. Right now I need to do the one that Fat Quarter Shop did as a stitch along last year, but I started to cut, but I found some scraps, like vintage scraps that were amazing, and some, no, this is circa 1880, 1910 fabric. It's a 10 by 24 piece. That's actually, it's darker than that. It's like cranberry color actually. See if taking it out. Nope, it's too light in here to show the actual. But so I was really thrilled to pick up those. Making a pile behind me. Teresa Kogat's. Okay, so this stack is a story. So I was in a local shop here, antique shop, and the first book I picked up was Needlepoint. It's like anything needlepoint, embroidery, cross stitch, I tend to pick up. And then there was this huge stack of books. I did not go through them all. Luckily, it seemed all the stitching ones were out. So I got Stitch It, Give It, Love It. I did not pay much for these books. Embroidery of Embroidery, an Encyclopedia of Embroidery Stitches. There was a magazine, Primitive Quilts, from 2016, summer of 2016. I will go check as I go through more of the books to pull them out to make sure I didn't miss any. Mastering the Art of Embroidery, and this is a thick book. This is by Sophie Long. Just look at the illustrations. Very cool. This other one was, oh, did I miss this? I must have picked it up with the other one. 500 Simply Charming Designs for Embroidery. There is a Facebook group that is like journaling with embroidery that is really cool, and that's what gave me this. I'm like, well, I don't really have any little patterns, and look, these are so tiny. They are perfect for it. So I will be putting that to good use. The encyclopedia was by Jane Cannon Myers. And then this one was by Mandy Shaw. Well, I moved to another booth, and I'm like I was looking at all the other stuff, and I see these paper. I'm like, is that cross stitch pattern? What? No. So I look, and this is the haul I got. And the prices I got on these patterns, just, oh my gosh. I'm like, so Prim Hen and Basket by Teresa Kogot. This one, I never pulled the trigger, and then everyone was doing it, and I was actually getting ready to buy it. And there it was, Cinnamon Stars by Plum Straight, another one of my favorite designings. The Scarlet House, Seeking Refuge. Really pretty sample, really pretty. Hands-on design, January. A year of celebrations with January. I think it's only January. I haven't actually opened that one. This is another one. I kept looking on eBay, and the price for this was just too high. And I got this for under $5, people. And I was just like, please don't realize what you're selling me, please. Blackbird Designs, America. And other than a crinkled corner, it is in great condition. Another one I've been looking at, and I just never pulled, Elizabeth by Carriage House Samplings. There's some other ones of these I want that I haven't got yet. Happy Everything by Imaginating Happy Everything. And if these are charts that I'm not planning on stitching, they will end up on my website also. And then I could not even believe my luck on this. Everyone knows the Nora Corbett Halloween Fairy. And I literally found the printout. And I did not mind paying for a paper copy of the Halloween Fairy. And because it was only a couple of bucks. If she even charged me for it. I don't know. I did not like push to what she charged me. Trust me, it was a pear tree, Sue Hillis Designs. I'm excited to do that one for Christmas. Even they'll probably go on my used charts once I finish them too, because that will probably go to charity anyway. Haven't figured out. I have a couple charities I want to hit, and I just haven't decided what yet. Old McDonald's Farm, which I have so many stories that involve Old McDonald's Farm. So 7th Farm Sampler from the Victoria Sampler. I mean, look at that farm. I just love it. Bobby G Designs Life, Enjoy the Ride, which I will, if my daughter does not want to do for herself, I will cross stitch that for her. She actually has a bike wheel she bought to do floral arrangements on for her wall. So, Black and White by Bobby G Designs. Look at that bird and the gingham. Oh, buffalo check, excuse me. 101 Christmas minis. Who does not need these for ornaments for people? Look at all them. They are so amazing. And ones that are dated, just work with the colors. I think they can be used too, but not too many seem dated. I just saw one. Probably because it's a teddy bear, and for me that will always signify the 1980s, early 90s of cross stitching. Dolly Fowles 4 Lion Sampler. This by Shakespeare Peddler. I've never seen this one, and it is incredible. This is on my plans. I might go ahead and, no, I might kid it up, but I made a rule last year that, and I told my daughter, so I have to follow it, that for every, I cannot add a big one unless I finish a big one. So that's down the road. Birds of a Feather, Leite. Hopefully I said that right. I was a Spanish student, not a French. And she is really cool. Pretty sure it's a beach scene behind her. Yep. So I will be doing her. And that was my score. Actually here in San Angelo. So excited. I just can't even tell you. Like, I was like, oh, to my cousin and my friend Margaret. I was just like, you've got to see what I got. This stuff I kind of, I guess I just wanted to share because I was going through a box of my mom's and I found some stuff. My mom tried her hand at quilting. It was not really her thing. So I ended up with some rotary, some extra, never a bad thing. And I wanted to mention something about this. I cannot think who I learned this tip from. But, so my fabric I was cutting onto foam core board to display. And I'll show you when I get it, how I want it. They said to cut foam core board so it's straight line. Use your quilting ruler and your mat just like you normally would. Save your old blades that are not sharp enough for fabric. They are sharp enough for foam core. And so I'm telling you this for when you're actually finishing something with foam core. You can cut your foam core straight using a rotary cutter and a rotary cutter ruler just like you would for quilting. And save your blades that are too dull. I just mark one of these for just foam core. And that's the one I use, and I switch the blade. When I'm done with my blades, you know the prescription bottles, the really bigger ones, I save those, and my old blades go in them so I don't throw them in the trash and have someone cut their hand. Just my tip. My mom was a big crocheter when she could, so I got her crochet needles. Although I have some that I absolutely love, newer ones, but these aren't going anywhere. Her needle threaders, who can't always use needle threaders? She was doing those blankets where you crochet the edge around fleece. And this is actually to the cutter. It's a blade for doing that stitch. Putting the holes so you can crochet into the, which I did not know was a thing. She told me. I got a crochet book, little baby quilt. I think she actually did one of these for mine out of here. Let me look. Maybe not this one, but I actually see one I would like to do for someone. So maybe she did it for my niece and nephew. I don't know. She did one for each grandbaby. So I'm not sure which one she did for them. And then I ended up, I was surprised to find I have a pair of scissors from her. A knitting shuttle, I believe, what this is called. Not sure, but it has 2 needles. So there's some DNC from my mom, and then there's kittens kitchen towels embroidery. I did not know. I didn't know my mom embroidered. I love that. See, it's a T1. So she must have picked this up at an antique store or something. I might just do them. I will probably cut them up into quilt blocks, but that's how I would do that. Because I'm not embroidering to put them in my kitchen. Just not. Oh, my last bit of haul. I show you my new haul. I have so much haul that I can show you over the next couple. I'm not showing you all at once. So Colorado, no. Not Colorado Stitch. Oh, wow. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, I was watching a YouTube and saw Boo Crew. So I picked up the kids because I was not feeling like going to look for all that. Which also came, I've got the Color and Cotton one. And I thought I had jury duty this morning. And so I ordered this. I ordered these from the Fat Quarter Shop, the Boo Crew, of course. And I ordered this in case it got here in time. And so I could cross stitch in. And then they said no handbags, so I ran my cross stitch back out. Then I was mad I did, because a lot of ladies had their handbags in. He said, as long as you don't have scissors, it's fine. I was like, well, I'm not running out to get it. It was too close to start time. Sat there in the morning, and I did not get picked, thank gosh. Out of my whole family, this was the first time I've ever gotten jury duty, and they're all like, it's about time. Yet I'm the only one that has had to sit through actually the selection process so far. Thanks, guys. I tell them they jinxed me. I got this bag to put that project in from the Fat Quarter Shop. And then me and my cousin had plans to do these. And honestly, I might have these already, but I felt like I needed to get them because I could not remember ordering them. And we are doing them together. But we are doing them on this one on different fabric. A bed without a quill is like the sky without stars. Of course, this was my pick. And then we each picked a pattern. She picked Mill Hill Button and Beads Wisteria Welcome. She's sending me the fabric for this one because I'm going to finish them onto the fronts of project bags for both of us. She actually did a second one, so I'm going to make like a pocket, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do it. I picked up a Lizzie Kate that was on sale for $2.99. I was like, I've got to get that one. And then some of their bags. Can never have enough bags, and I really don't think, because I know I have some projects that are just in these kind of bags, so I need to replace them so they stay good. That is the end of my cross stitch for today.